to the All Valley.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great and awesome day today. So I want to talk about this one scene that I think really needs to happen in Cobra Kai Season 6. So let's get into it. So one of my favorite scenes in Cobra Kai Season 5 was in Cobra Kai Season 5 Episode 6. It's where all the students try to convince Daniel to come back and teach Miyagi-Do and reopen Miyagi-Do again and do karate, right? And all the students try, and the one student that can bring Daniel back was the one and only Robbie Keane. That's right. And I love that scene so much because with that scene, it really shows how much Daniel meant to Robbie and how much Daniel has helped Robbie. Just look at the scene.
You know, when you first met me, I was a messed up kid. But you gave me a job. And a home. And a purpose.
I love that scene because it really shows more than just a sensei and student. Kind of like a father figure like and a son figure like, you know? So with that scene, I love that scene so much and it gave it so much emotion, so much depth, right? So where am I going with this? In Cobra Kai Season 6, it's leading to the Saikai Taikai. And I made a whole video on who I think will win. Make sure you check that video out if you haven't. I think Robbie is winning. He's taking the dub for the Saikai Taikai, right? There are multiple reasons why I think Robbie's winning the Saikai Taikai. To explain why I think he's winning the Saikai Taikai real quick, is that this time Robbie is fighting for something. He's not fighting against. In Season 1 and 4, he was fighting against. In Season 1, he was fighting against Johnny, Miguel, just to get back at his dad for joining Miyagi-Do. That's why he was fighting in the tournament, just to get back at him. For Season 4, he was fighting against his dad, Miguel, Daniel, Sam, Dimitri, pretty much the entirety of Miyagi-Do and the entirety of Eagle Fang. He was just fighting against them. He didn't really care. He doesn't really care about Cobra Kai. He even said it. He's just using Cobra Kai to get what he wants. But now this time, Robbie's fighting for something. He has a purpose now to fight for something. And the whole purpose for him to fight is just to bring down Cobra Kai because he knows how bad it is. But it's for the Valley. And it's also for the entirety of the world because if Cobra Kai wins, that means Cobra Kai is going to expand all over the world. And none of the guys want that. So this time, Robbie has a purpose to fight for something. So where am I going with this? So I did a live stream with my boy, Jacob, the Chosen One, on the channel. Make sure you check that out if you haven't and give the Chosen One a follow. But in that live stream, we talked about how we think characters will have special moments in Season 6. I gave my Robbie explanation, and he seemed to like it a lot, and you guys in the comment section seemed to like it. So I want to elaborate that more. So like I said before, I think Robbie's winning the tournament, right? And I love the Daniel and Robbie scenes. Those scenes always are so special to me, and because it really shows the dynamic duo between sensei and student. Not that Johnny and Miguel don't have those scenes, and I love those scenes as well, but for Daniel, he's trying to be the Mr. Miyagi, and Daniel is the Mr. Miyagi to Robbie. And so watching those scenes is just so emotional, just so awesome, just to see how far, not just how Robbie's come, but we also see how far Daniel has come as a character from the Karate Kid to now. And how he's doing it, and how he's trying to replicate Mr. Miyagi, even though he's not Mr. Miyagi, he's his own character. So just imagine this scene right here, right? This might be like a couple episodes or an episode before the tournament episodes for Season 6, right? Let's say it's sunset, evening, nighttime, right? Robbie's training his butt off. He's training hardcore. He's sweating buckets, right? It's just him and Miyagi-Do, by the way. No one else is there. Everyone else is home. Sam's not there. Tori's not there. Miguel's not there. It's just Robbie. Robbie's training all by himself. We go back into the front of the yard of Miyagi-Do. We see a car come in. It says LaRusso Auto on it. The person that comes out the car is Daniel. Daniel comes out the car. Daniel looks concerned. He sees a shadowy figure on the Miyagi-Do door. And that person, that figure, is Robbie. He opens the door and he just sees Robbie frustrated, angry, and just full of sweat. He's training super hard. He opens the door and he says, "Robbie, what are you doing here? You should be resting up. The tournament's tomorrow." Then we just see Robbie going back. He's like, "I can't sleep. I'm just training here to make sure I'm ready for the tournament tomorrow." And then Daniel says to Robbie, "Robbie, you're one of the most trained students here. You're going to do really well in the tournament." Then Robbie says to Daniel, Mr. LaRusso, I don't think I'm ready for this. I don't think I'm ready for this tournament. I don't think I'm ready. Because what if I lose? What if I'm the last hope that you guys have and I blew it and I lost? All this pressure of me trying to be the next champion. Me trying to beat Cobra Kai, trying to take down Cobra Kai for not just for the Valley, but now for the world. He starts breaking down crying. Then, Daniel puts his hand on Robbie's shoulder and says, Robbie, I know you're afraid. And I know you have a lot of anxiety in you. I know this way because I felt this way before. And then Robbie's like, you can't possibly know what I'm feeling. I competed in both All Valley Champions this past year, and I lost both of them. What makes you think I can win the Saikai Taikai? What makes you think I could win a worldwide tournament? Then Daniel says to Robbie, Robbie, I know what you're feeling right now because I felt this way when I was fighting your father back in 84. And I felt this way when I was fighting Chosen in Okinawa. And I felt this way when I was fighting Barnes back in 85 in the All Valley. At some point, all of those guys are trying to kill me. I was fighting not just for the tournament now at this point. I was fighting more for my life. And there was one thing when I was fighting Barnes that Mr. Miyagi said to me. He says, it's okay to lose to an opponent, but must not lose to fear. Robbie, you're one of the most talented fighters in here. Don't let the fear overtake you. Keep fighting. You're going to win this tournament. You were my first student and you're my most successful student. I know there's a true fighter. There's a champion inside of you. You got to unleash that champion out. Robbie, you trained in both styles, Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do. Not many people know the Miyagi-Do style in the tournament. You know both Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. You're going to kick some Cobra Kai ass tomorrow, and I know it. That motivational speech uplifts Robbie, helps him, and says, Mr. LaRusso, are you sure? Then he says, I know I'm sure. Because you have the heart of a Miyagi. Then we have uplift motivational music going along, and then Daniel says, here, let's do a little bit of sparring just before you go home. And then we just see Daniel and Robbie just training the night away, and then boom, the episode ends. Now, I think this scene will be so cool, so emotional, so significant, because we see not just Robbie's point of view and development for him, but we also see development for Daniel, because he is now taking on the role of Mr. Miyagi. He's been taking the role of Mr. Miyagi since the show started, but now he is truly feeling that Miyagi sense in him. He's truly feeling that, okay, I have to be the Miyagi to these kids on how Miyagi was to me. It's development for Daniel, but it's also development for Robbie, and I think that scene will be so significant and so awesome if that happened in Cobra Kai Season 6. So let me know down below, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think this scene would happen? Do you think Robbie's going to win the tournament? What do you guys think down below for Cobra Kai Season 6? Let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video. And remember, as Terry Silver says, now the real pain begins. Asa!